So, what should therapy even look like? What are the stages of therapy? This is a big thing we learn in school as clinicians of what it should look like. But it's something that I think as a client, you don't really know or maybe understand. Hi, everyone. My name is Angela Ariano. I'm a marriage and the family therapist, licensed marriage and family therapist. And I am here creating videos to maybe destigmatize things, give you guys some education on going to therapy and what it's like. My video today and my next 3 videos for this week are going to kind of go over the stages. There are essentially 3 stages. Please don't consider my videos at all a diagnosis or any type of therapy, just general education. There are 3 stages. The first one is just the beginning stage, what we typically consider like the rapport building stage. The second stage would be more like getting into the work, really doing the nitty gritty of therapy. And then the third stage is kind of like ending therapy, the last phase. This is like a general, this isn't like a, oh my gosh, this is how it is, kind of like a rule of thumb type of thing. So today I really just want to focus on just the beginning stage and just let you know how that kind of goes. I think oftentimes people think, oh my gosh, I'm going to go to my first session, I'm going to have to reveal all of this stuff and we're going to do all these things. Could be true, but for the most part, and I did this in another video, the first stage is really just seeing if you and your therapist are a right match, are a good fit. Is this where I should be going in therapy? But a part of that in this stage, let's think of this too, is stages can last from 2 weeks to 2 months. Everyone is different. Everyone's on a different journey. Sometimes it's harder to build trust. Sometimes it's harder to know it's okay to start talking. And that's a part of the rapport building stage. Oftentimes the rapport stage also is just getting to know each other. You know, I tell this to my clients in the first few sessions of like, I may have gotten like maybe your record or maybe a referral for you, and I will glance at it. Yes, I will look at it and go, okay, I kind of know who this person is, but I also just want to know who you are as a human. I don't want to see, oh, this person has this diagnosis. I know exactly who they are, and this is how I'm going to talk to them. I don't. I want to know who a person is because everyone has a different journey, a different path. Just because we've met one person with that diagnosis, we've met one person. Everyone is different. So I spend that rapport time really getting to know this person's family, not doing any like fixing, which we don't fix, but not doing any like fixing, really giving any feedback maybe, building like some type of relationship. It is a working professional relationship, but at the same time it's very intimate, and I want there to be a level of trust and a level of safety in that. So sometimes it is like just kind of being familiar with each other, getting to know one another. And it's good for the therapist to know your strengths. I like to know a person's strengths, so that way I can bring it in when we get into the second stage. What are some other things? This is good for you to know if your therapist is also like a good therapist, a safe one to be with, because you don't want to open up everything and then realize, oh, this isn't the right therapist for me. So you're going to want to be able to kind of see that. Feel safe with them. Know it's okay. You don't have to open everything up the first day. This is a way for you to be able to kind of move at your own pace also, and know when you feel, okay, I'm ready to start talking. You know, so sometimes it feels like, I don't know, me and my therapist just kind of chat. Well, it shouldn't always be this, but in the beginning, it's okay. It's okay to be like, we're just kind of chatting, and it may seem like that, but a therapist's brain is kind of going, okay, like, they like humor, they don't like humor. Oh, they have 3 sisters. Oh, this is going on. They have a job, or they're struggling at their job. And it helps us be able to, when we get into the real work, of go, oh, that reminds me, I remember when we were first working together, you told me about when you were 6 and this happened. You know, it helps us be able to kind of just build like almost like a really good foundation. You know, I'm not a builder at all, but when people are building a house or building or anything like that, the foundation part is really important. And it's not really, you can just see, well, it looks like a slab of cement, but that slab of cement is so important. Then the work comes in, the walls go up or whatever, you know, but that foundational part, making sure it's level or whatever, I don't know if my analogy works, but I think for the most part, you get where I'm coming at with that. And it's a good way to be able to go, okay, this is the work I want to do. I want to be able to work on these goals. And even for me as the clinician, it helps me know, okay, this person is really good for this modality. You know, people come in sometimes and they're like, oh, I know I really, really want EMDR therapy. That's what I want. Let's start it right now. And some clinicians do. I want to know the client well enough to know when they're being activated. In EMDR also, you have to have a good level of trust. So I want to know I can trust the client, and I want the client to know they can trust me in the care that I'm going to do. And that's what the rapport building stage does. This is just the first stage. It helps build a good, strong foundation that eventually, when you get into stage 2, really the middle stage where the hard work comes in, that foundation is going to pay off because it's going to be solid when you start really putting in the work. Really hope this video made a lot of sense and kind of helped you know, like, gosh, I'm in therapy right now, nothing's going on. Maybe you're in the rapport stage. Maybe you're just still getting to know each other. That might be where you're at. So keep that in mind as you're going through it. And like I've said in my other videos, always talk with your therapist about the concerns that you might have. I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll talk about the middle stage. Bye.